up, Dokkaners? Welcome back to Toonami for another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. I got the homie Goresh hanging out with me right now, and we're going to be taking a look at the thank you celebration, or the Golden Week for JP, and what that's ultimately going to mean for us over on Global for the thank you celebration. So we're going to start by looking through the original campaign that JP had, and then we'll see what changes could be made for our end, and maybe think about what's going to be coming up. So let's just begin by taking a look at this right here. This is the messy full power campaign that JP had, and they had apparently a flurry of LR summons or something like that. Like, why does it look like this?
I think those actually came. Did those come in like throughout the entirety of the celebration? So those were just up the whole time.
I don't
That's what it was like.
I don't know. That's so wait. There were just five separate banners.
Yeah, the first one started on the 1st of May, and then when did the last one end? The last one ends on the
31st of May.
Yeah, so it went the entire month of May.
So it's just like each week or like bi-weekly banner. Okay.
Yeah, this it kind of reminds me of the 3rd year anniversary, because the 3rd year anniversary had the original 5 summonable LRs all on their own banners during part 2. So it's kind of similar to that, but yeah.
Okay, so then after that, we have our logins and our missions, and then of course, gotenks and Boo, which, I mean, I don't know at this point if it's even worth talking about, just because they're so lackluster now after everything that we've experienced. Going back for one more bout in the Majin Buu saga just seems like such a waste of a celebration. So how do we reinvent this for Global to make this remotely summonable or interesting, I guess?
Well, it's funny because so on the banner that's up right now, which is the Gohan banner, I thought they would have 100% have brought back future Gohan, the Int one, because he's never been back on Global. And instead of that, they put Beerus on this banner, which I would have thought they would have brought Beerus back for these banners, because Beerus, I mean, look, we all want future Gohan to come back, but to be realistic, Beerus is the better unit. He's more hyped. He's just better. His animations are better. Everything about him is better than in future Gohan. So I would have thought they would have brought him back on these dual Dokkan Fest, and that would have made it better, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But, you know, they went with, I don't know, whatever reason, because Beerus's banner went away in June, and Gohan came out in February. So it makes like almost no sense to me. So I think almost guaranteed we're going to be seeing future Gohan on the gotenks banner, or they could throw him on the Buu banner, but I mean, I expect him to be on the gotenks banner. But then other than that, I mean, to the unit themselves, Buu and gotenks, it's just like you said, I agree. At this point on Global, I don't know how you can be like, oh, I'm super hyped for these characters. It's not going to be to that same level, right? It's just the timing's off.
The only thing that I can imagine them doing to somewhat salvage the value of this banner and celebration would potentially be another, you know, guaranteed featured Pilaf Strove type deal, where they just try to get whatever money they can from those types of sales, instead of trying to, you know, fuel up these banners with some very interesting featured units. Because like you said, we just had Beers, we had other hype units already, so it would kind of kill, and it just wouldn't work out if they brought those same units back. They'd have to have some variation. So the only other way that they could get some revenue would be from Pilaf Strove sales, or maybe some ticket type
these
thing.
Banners will 100% have tickets.
Yeah.
Because this is not the situation where we had just experienced in the download celebration, or I guess the worldwide celebration, where because it's the same time celebration with JP, they're going to be stingy with the tickets. No, this is a global celebration. And we know all dual Dokkan Fest on Global that are not tied to a JP same time celebration always have tickets. So you do a multi, you're getting like, you know, tickets to summon extra. So that's going to be a big force in like getting people to summon by itself.
Do you think they'll pull out all the stops with tickets, step-ups, discounts, like everything that they could possibly do to make you spend on this? Because I don't think they've ever done tickets and step-ups at the same time, right?
Well, this is going to be 3+1 because it's dual Dokkan Fest.
Yeah.
It'll be tickets, just like the anniversary. And then they could also do some Pilaf Strove packs. No, I take that back. They're definitely going to be doing some Pilaf Strove packs. I don't know what they're going to be like, but I mean, probably something similar to what we saw for the anniversary, where they're selling tickets, they're selling orbs, like a bunch of just mixtures of things to get you to just buy it. And I guess, I don't know, whatever they can do to get you to summon, right? That's the goal.
I'm just trying to remember what these guys actually did.
A lot of good stuff.
I haven't even looked at these guys in, I'd say, a couple months. Let me see. What do they even do? Is this guy good?
Yeah. So Gotenks is really good. he works well on Super Battle Road. He's a stunner. He very RNG based as the Super Saiyan because I believe he has a chance to activate like all of his passive. But you know, he's a good unit. And then when they go Super Saiyan 3, the big issue I had initially when I saw the details of these units is that in order to get to the final forms, it takes like 6 or 7 turns.
Yeah, because for Super Saiyan it's 3, and then another 4 after this for. Okay, so this is even. So this is right now probably the longest condition if you add everything up, right? Because the record is 6 with the fusions, the 3-year fusions. There's nothing longer than that, right?
Well, unless you want to count those multi-transformation like Goku and Frieza and Vegeta, then yeah.
Yeah.
The longest.
Okay, so this would actually, this would be the longest. But is it worth that effort? Really raising attack?
Well, yes, kind of, because they're really like we're talking like Dokkan Fest LR level units when they're fully in their final forms. Like gotenks can do 3 supers, all greatly raising attack and defense for 3 turns, and he just becomes untouchable in terms of defense, and he's dealing like just dumb amounts of damage. And then Boo, when Boo goes to Super Boo, like he can't be hurt because he's greatly raising his attack and defense for 3 turns, and he has a 50% damage reduction. So I think once you get to these stages, like these guys are among the best units in the game. Not even just TURs, like LRs included. Like they're in that same discussion.
And what's the restriction for this guy? Oh, same thing, 7.
Yeah, it's the same exact transformation conditions as the gotenks, but I don't know. Boo. The problem that I have with this Boo is that he doesn't have big bad bosses, and I think in this day and age, because clearly this guy was created before the Link level update, just because this guy literally came out in April on JP. I think in this day and age, if you create an extreme class unit that doesn't have big bad bosses, you have to compensate for that in other ways. And I think we see that with the Angel Gold and Frieza that just came out. They intentionally had to make him like super busted because of the fact that he doesn't have big bad bosses, because that is inherently a downside that you have now as a unit, because the Link makes such a big difference now.
This is a little off topic, but also I feel like the links with like the extra little bonus where they negate a certain ability like True Power or Rampage or whatever. I feel like they should still add one more perk in there, because that's so conditional and is so specific. It kind of devalues some of those links, right? Like Wall Standing Tall, I was just noticing this is a pretty common link amongst the Majin units. That whole foiling enemies' true power, when the hell are you really going to be using that? And then he boosts the attack by 20%.
You never are.
So, yeah, I also feel kind of gypped looking at that right now. So, yeah. Big bad bosses, or at least improving some of these links.
Something else to note about the Super Boo is I think Infinite Regeneration is a really, really powerful link. The only problem is that the new Boo tanks, the LR Boo tanks, who transforms into Buhan, he doesn't have that link, and he's obviously going to be like your main unit that you're using on this team now.
Oh, for real?
And so, I mean, I guess, you know, even though the link is really good and it's exclusive to Majin Buu units, you're not going to have Infinite Generation, you know, with this main unit you're using. And you're honestly probably going to have 2 of them on your team, because as the leader, he's really good. But also keep in mind, I think the one thing to note also about the Tech Boo is his leader skill is really good.
Oh, 170 for Majin Power. Oh, that may... Oh, man. Imagine if I brought this to that Talon Super Battle Road race. Artificial Life Forms.
Yeah, it's a really good leader skill.
That's really good, yeah.
And he's the only real artificial life forms leader in the game, so...
Well, I mean, so I guess, if anything... If you were able to pull those LRs during the worldwide campaign, you'd probably want to pick up a copy of this. So that's not going to apply to a lot of people. So this still overall doesn't have much value, but that is a good reminder of what you could potentially get. So let's look over the rest of this. We got the new Dokkan events. We got we get a blue stone. Is this from buying a stone pack?
Yeah, but keep in mind that Global generally handles the blue stones differently. They usually tie it to Pilaf's Trove, right?
Okay. Well, no, I mean, we've occasionally... Oh, no, those are purple stones that we get with... Yeah, okay. You're right.
I think it's sometimes they do either or.
Super Select Dokkan Fest. Okay, we always get those. Kai's. And then we have some story events coming back. One thing I can tell you for sure is that we're going to be getting the Awakening, or what is that? That Justice story event revamp for the Gohan.
Yeah.
The special post free-to-play unit. Yeah. Because that was supposed to actually be in the Ultimate Gohan campaign, but it wasn't because we hadn't had the special pose yet. So that one will definitely be included if we get all this stuff. Obviously, we will get Goku's friends are back because we just had that, so they'll probably change a few things here.
Yep.
And then all the EZAs, and then this is when Chain Battle first started for JP, right?
Yeah, which is funny because we're literally about to get this Chain Battle like tomorrow on Global.
Yeah,
which is the Broly one.
So would this potentially mean we get another one following this, or?
Yeah, so I think what they're going to do is they're going to end up doing the God Goku one here, because the God Goku one came out during the Kefla celebration on JP, which we already had.
Yeah, that was June 4th. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dang, that might be crazy, man. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad. I mean, for me, that's a good thing, but I don't know how other people are going to take this. Because some people are not a fan of this.
I think something else that we can expect is if they do the God Goku Chain Battle during this celebration, this is also a decent time to potentially release the Kale and Caulifla EZA.
Yes, that is true. That is true.
I know some people have been talking about it possibly releasing during the Blue Goku and Vegeta celebration at the end of the year, but if they're going to do the God Goku Chain Battle, I mean, they could just do that now or when this comes out, just because they're useful characters to use during the Chain Battle.
And you know what's actually funny? I have SA5s of each of the EZA units ready to go on standby when that happens. So if they do drop that EZA along with this, I could first use that for support, and then once it's all over, I could then infuse them into my new EZAs.
Yeah.
So that actually might work out.
The power of knowing what's coming.
Yeah, I know, right? See, this is why I like Global, because I have the ability to do this. Look ahead. It helps.
Yeah, same. That's why I like it too.
All right, so let's go back. Chain Battle, Dragon Ball History. We're pretty much caught up on Dragon Ball History, actually. So
yeah,
we wouldn't get anything here unless they just drop something new on their end as well on JP.
Well, okay, so I guess we can talk about this now, but I think instead of this, we're gonna get the Super Battle stages. Yeah. Because keep in mind on JP, during the Ultimate Gohan celebration, which we have right now on Global, they did release 10 category Super Battle stages, which we obviously didn't get. And I think the reason why they didn't do that during the celebration is because they're saving them for the Golden Week or Thank You celebration. So instead of the Infinite Dragon Ball History stage, we'll get 10 new categories for Battle Road stages, which is, I think, a good trade-off.
Do you think that's really going to drop so soon after this one? Because for the hardcore players, we can get them done, relatively quickly, but not a lot of people can get these things done, and dropping those right after this one seems a little fast for the casual player, don't you think?
Yeah, but then keep in mind, so we're behind 2 sets of Super Battle Road stages on Global, right? We're behind these category stages.
Yeah.
And then we're behind the extreme category stages too.
Oh, that's what I was looking. I was looking at the extreme ones. Okay. You meant the regular. Okay. Where the heck do we go for that? I'm trying to go back. Oh yeah, because they just had Universe 7, and those. What is that? Season 4? Yeah. So okay, I was looking at Extreme Super Battle. Yeah. This makes more sense. My bad. I thought you meant Extreme. Yeah, this makes a lot more sense. And actually, I'd be cool with that. Yeah, and this is the one where we got the. Is this the Goku Gohan on that little robot bipedal thing?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So that would make sense. That'd be an adequate replacement, I would say, for Dragon Ball History. I would prefer that over Dragon Ball History.
So would I. Yeah.
Yeah. Dokkan events, all Dokkan events. Okay, and then GT stuff. Why did they get GT stuff?
I don't know.
Just
honestly.
Randomly. Then Dokkan Clash, EZAs. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. So.
Well, keep in mind, we obviously on Global we already have the Vegeta Blue EZA.
Yeah.
I think this is where they do Super Saiyan 3 Broly.
You think so? You think they're gonna drop the ball with the Super Saiyan 3 Broly here? I don't know, man.
I don't know where else would they release?
Because they're not gonna drop this and the Kale and Caulifla if that were to happen. So if the Kale and Caulifla were gonna happen, they're not gonna give us Broly here.
Well, the only reason why I say Broly is because if they release a Dokkan Fest EZA for the celebration on JP, and it being such a big celebration, I feel like they kind of have to on Global. And yeah, I know, they did the EZA with Gohan Super 17, and we didn't get that on Global. But I mean, we talked about this on the podcast. What was it, 4 months since an EZA and Dokkan Fest one? I mean, they gotta start doing this at some point. So I don't know.
I mean, Broly would be cool. I mean, didn't JP just get the announcement for Kid Buu?
Yeah, Kid Buu is coming out, I think, tomorrow.
So that's number 3 on the 120 leads, whereas we got nothing. I feel like that's a good starting point. So yeah, maybe.
Well, keep in mind, it's not just that they're ahead 3 Dokkan Fest ECAs, it's that they're also ahead kale and caulifla.
Oh,
They're
for sure.
also
No.
ahead
I was
Dispo.
just thinking about the 120s, but yeah, there's a lot more. Yeah. And other than that, I mean, I guess that's pretty much it. So the main things would be the EZA, the Story Event Edition, Chain Battle. We'd be substituting the Dragon Ball History for Super Battle Road, if anything, and then a couple story changes. And of course, the Pilaf Trove or the Pilaf Scams, depending on how you want to look at it. That's the only way that they could salvage this banner in terms of value, because nobody cares unless you really want to complete the Majin Buu Saga arc in terms of your teams. I guess this is not going to reel in the dough unless they do something about it. So that is pretty much it for this overview. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Thank you, Goresh, for stopping by. I appreciate that. A lot of people were concerned moving forward that you and I would be on speaking terms because of recent events. But
this is the last time we're doing.
Yeah, this is the last time. All right, so guys, from now on, he and I will officially hate each other. So don't expect any more videos. If you don't know what we're talking about, go check out the Among Us stream on 59 Gaming or on his streaming channel, Goresh, or mine. But thank you so much for watching, Goresh. Thank you so much for watching. Wow, I'm gonna cut that out. Thank you so much for being here, Goresh. I'm tired.
Do not cut that out. Do not cut that out.
Okay, fine. I'll leave it. Thank you so much for watching and being here. And everybody stay tuned and always remember to Dokkan responsibly.